Is it a genuine AI revolution? Or, just a classic case of market hype getting way ahead of itself? Today, we're doing a deep dive into BGM Group, ticker BGM. This company just saw its stock jump, over 27% yesterday, all fueled by that very question. Welcome to De-Risk, a podcast where we provide a no-nonsense analysis of stocks. Just so you know, our research uses data captured on September 18th, 2025, 8:36 a.m. ET.
Yeah, and it's happening against a really interesting backdrop, maybe even a bit precarious. Pre-market futures are looking green, definitely, NASDAQ especially. But the wider U.S. economy, it's clearly slowing down. GDP growth projections, for instance, they're talking about cutting it in half next year. And, a lot of the recent growth seems propped up by the wealthiest households, which isn't exactly a solid base for you to rely on. Plus, we've got jobless claims data hitting today. So the market's definitely on a tightrope, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely, walking a tightrope. Okay, so let's unpack BGM itself, because it's quite a story. This is a Chinese company, right? Traditionally pharmaceuticals, traditional medicine.
That's right, deep roots in that area.
And then boom, yesterday the stock just explodes. News about a strategic AI overhaul. It's a really captivating transformation narrative. Ancient remedies meets cutting edge AI. It's got people talking for sure. But as you often find, the market sometimes writes a different ending.
Yeah. And what's fascinating, or maybe worrying, depending on your view, is how fast that narrative splits from the cold, hard numbers.
Yeah.
The AI story sounds great, but you look at the financials. Last year's revenue growth was negative 46%. Staggering, really.
Minus 46%.
Exactly. So when we run our fair value analysis, looking at actual cash flow, earnings, that kind of thing, it suggests the stock's probably worth somewhere around, say, $7.70. But right now, it's trading at $10.44. So significantly overvalued based on fundamentals.
Okay. And are the big analysts weighing in? Any major recommendations?
That's another thing. You look for major analyst coverage. There's really nothing significant on record. So you've got this real conflict, right? Speculative AI dream here, ugly financial reality over there. They're clashing head on.
Okay, so with numbers like that, negative growth, overvalued, are traders just completely ignoring reality here? What's the sentiment telling you?
Look, it's kind of a mixed bag, actually. First off, we couldn't pull any options data. That could mean there just isn't an active options market, or maybe traders aren't using options for this one.
Interesting. So no big bets using options, maybe.
Seems that way, but then you look at short interest. It's tiny, like 0.43% of the float, almost nothing. So very few people are actively betting against the stock, even with those weak fundamentals. The sentiment isn't like wildly bullish maybe, but it's definitely not bearish either. It's more like cautious optimism riding that AI story.
Gotcha. Okay, but here's where it gets really interesting for me. The charts. You said they tell a story of explosive change.
Explosive is definitely the word, yeah.
From bearish to screamingly bullish in days. What does that practically mean for you watching this? And overbought sounds like a warning sign.
It does, yeah. So the longer-term trend, looking back, is still technically bearish for BGM. But short-term, it's been a violent reversal upwards. That screamingly bullish signal, it means a really powerful, fast shift. And it looks like it has conviction behind it. The volume indicators, they show a massive surge of money flowing in.
So institutional money, perhaps.
Suggests strong institutional participation, yeah, big players jumping aboard. Momentum is also really strong, accelerating hard. But you're right about the warning sign. A key momentum indicator is flashing overbought. That often means things have moved too far too fast. Suggests it might be due for a pause, maybe a pullback.
Okay, and volatility.
Oh, it's awake now. Definitely. You see these dramatic daily price swings. That confirms we're in a new high-energy phase for the stock. It could be wild.
Okay, wow. So putting all these pieces together, the AI dream, the tough financials, the mixed sentiment, these explosive charts, what's the combined verdict? What should you be thinking about BGM Group now?
Right, the bottom line. After weighing everything, our outlook is cautiously bullish. Let's be clear on the risk for you. It is fundamentally overvalued. That negative revenue growth is serious. It is technically overbought. And it's definitely vulnerable if the overall market mood sours. Right.
Okay, so clear risks. Why bullish then, even cautiously?
Because that technical picture, that powerful, high-volume breakout driven by the AI narrative, is just taking control in the short term. The evidence of money pouring in right now, it's just too strong to bet against immediately. But yeah, caution is key. Healthy caution.
So where are the key levels to watch? the battlegrounds?
Good question. For the next few sessions, keep an eye on that recent high of $10.55. That's the immediate resistance, the ceiling it needs to break. On the downside, the first real test, the first line of defense, is probably that breakout zone, around $9, $9.30.
Okay, $10.55 up, $9.30 down. And when would this bullish but cautious idea be wrong? What breaks the thesis?
If the stock breaks down below the recent low, which is around $8.20, a decisive move below there would really signal that this momentum is fractured and the bullish case is invalidated.
Got it. So BGM sounds like a trader's paradise maybe, but definitely an investor's dilemma right now. It's really a pure momentum play, isn't it? Where you have to dance pretty close to the exit door. Because when the music stops on a story stock like this, it can stop really, really fast. Okay, that's all for this deep dive. Remember, this podcast is for informational purposes only and isn't financial advice. Always do your own research or consult with qualified financial advisors before making any investment decisions. Thanks for tuning in. Catch you in the next episode.